Hi everyone, welcome to today's lesson. We're going to get into the fundamentals of soccer, um, but most importantly, communication and teamwork to build confidence in this lesson. Now, even if you've never played soccer before, it's not about being perfect. This lesson is about how players work together and how we can step on the field with confidence. So in soccer, everyone sees the goals as wins, but what they don't see is the talking and the trust and the teamwork happening the entire time. What you'll notice at the end of this lesson is that the loudest teams are and the ones communicating are usually the ones that are on the winning teams. And well, by the time we're done, you'll understand that soccer isn't just running and kicking. It's about the thinking, talking, listening, and trusting each other through teamwork. All right, then let's get started with the lesson. All right, so just a little quote I want to share on this next screen. Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence win championships. So with that being said, teamwork, you have to constantly know where your teammates are at. You have to constantly communicate. Without communication, a silent team does not win. All right, on this next skill, basic soccer skills, fundamentals. Okay, before we talk about teamwork, we need to learn the basic skills of this sport. So the three most important ones and the most simple ones to get the hang of is number one, dribbling. You have to keep control of the ball with small touches. So when dribbling, it isn't about sprinting with the ball. It's not how fast you can dribble. I mean, once we get to the next level, then it is. But it's mainly using small touches, keeping the ball under control, and making sure it doesn't go too far in front of you. You have to be able to keep it close to you with change of direction once you get the hang of it. Number two, it's going to be passing. So passing using the inside of your foot for accuracy. So a lot of people tend to use their toes just to kick the ball, but when you kick the ball with your toes, you have no control over the ball. You have to be able to use the inside of your foot. Passing with accuracy means if you're passing to someone directly in front of you, the ball has to go straight to them, not veering off to the left, not veering off to the right. And once you're able to do that, you start to gain the trust of your teammates. So the third one will then be shooting. So aim for corners, not in the middle of the goal, placement over power. A lot of people just try to kick the ball as hard as they can to the goal. I mean, I'm a soccer player. I've experienced that. I just blast the ball sometimes, hoping it'll go in. However, shooting is placement over power. If you can place it, that's kind of dialing into the main skill of shooting. A place shot is harder to block than a powerful one, so even when you're practicing, focus on aiming first. So here's why the basic skills matter. If you can control the ball, your team can trust you. If your team trusts you, they'll talk to you more. And skills build confidence. So confidence will build the communication as well. So that's how individual practice turns into team success. Okay, now let's talk about positions. Because soccer isn't just about one or two players on the field. There's 11 players, and it's not just 11 players running randomly all over the place, right? Everyone has a role, and when each position understands their job, that's when that's what begins the flow. So number one, as you can see on the slide, is goalkeeper. The goalkeeper protects the goals and starts the plays. So the last line of defense and the first line of offense, they see the entire field, and they should be doing the most talking. They're the ones directing you because they can see the entire field. The second one, as you can see on the slide, is defenders, stops, attacks, and clears the ball safely. So a defender is supposed to, it's supposed to be the most calm position aside from the goalkeeper. Essentially, no balls get past you. You're the second to last line of defense. And then you're trying to remain calm and not panic. Midfielders, they control the game, but they connect the offense and the defense. They're the people that receive the ball. They create the plays. They're the people that think about the game. They're smart, right? They have to know what the next play is going to be, right? They control the tempo, and if the midfield is strong, the whole team looks very organized. Yes, midfielders are the ones that do the most running on the field. They're back and forth. And lastly, the forwards. Their jobs are to create chances, to score goals, and they finish plays, right? So good forwards don't just wait, though. They press, so they're pressuring as well. They're also playing defense, but they're playing defense in the top half of the field. And they also make good runs. They're creative, right? They look for open space to get a ball. Now here's something important. Great players don't just play their position. They read the field. They know where their teammates are. They know who's open. And even without the ball, they're thinking of what the next play is. And for the next slide, excuse me. So for the next slide, communication and teamwork. So on this slide, there's just a couple cues on there. So call for the ball. The calling for the ball lets teammates know you're open. When we're giving direction, sometimes it's when you're passing the ball to your teammate, you're saying man on or time, right? So when you're saying man on or time, man on means there's somebody on you and you have to be alert to try to secure the ball in front of you so that the defender doesn't take the ball from you. Or time, which gives you the amount of time to turn around if your back's facing the goal to be able to see the field and know what your next play is going to be. Okay. Let's see. So here's where everything connects, right? You can have all the skill in the world, but if you don't talk, your team can't work with you. So in this picture, in this slide, does this show man on or time, right? It looks like person with the ball just received the ball, and then there's a guy right behind him, which shows that there's a man on, and for the guy with the ball to be on alert. And the last one would be just to encourage and support your teammates. We all make mistakes. We're not perfect. So when someone makes a mistake, be sure to lift your teammate up, encourage them, and support them. Do not put them down, and make sure that you're keeping your teammates motivated. An example of encouraging and supporting your teammates would be like, hey, good pass, great shot. It's okay, we'll get it next time. So those are all things that are just keep everybody encouraged during the time of learning in this lesson. And with communication, you're not just required to communicate with your team, but you're also required to listen. So that listening is a part of that. For example, when your goalkeeper yells, clear the ball. Clear the ball can basically mean somebody's on you and you need to get it out fast, because if they don't, then they're going to be counter-attacking to your goal. So listening and encouraging each other and communicating with each other is key to this. And then lastly, for the last slide, we're going to go ahead and go over the challenge that I would like to test you guys on, just so you guys can practice it and see, how to get the basic skills down. So apply what you've learned in the previous slides. I want you to complete this practice challenge. So practice the following drills with a partner or your family member. The first one's going to be 10 passes. You're going to go back and forth. Try back and forth for 10 passes. Try not to lose control of the ball. If you get 10 passes straight, under control and straight to your partner. It won't be easy at first. You'll probably do about 5 and then lose control, but it's okay. Just try to do the 10, okay? The second one is going to be 5 shots on goal. So you're going to be focusing on the aim and follow through. Again, we're aiming for the corners. Sometimes you don't, like the way you hit the ball with your foot sometimes goes off to the right side or, to the left side, or depending on where your plant foot is at. So take your time while you're doing it. Basically try to aim, and again, it's not about power, it's about placement. Excuse me. And the last one is going to be communication round. So call out each pass or move. So basically, anytime the pass is going to you, hey, move right, move left, man on, you have time, turn, different terms like that. Make sure you're constantly communicating with the person that you are trying this drill out with. So with this being said, you're going to record your progress by taking a video of doing those or notes and reflect on what teamwork means to you. Okay, and then just to finish off this lesson, I'll leave you with this thought. A quiet player plays alone. A loud player leads a team. Now go practice, focus on the basics, and never be afraid to speak up on the field. Thank you.